Hello, Matt. This is Dimitris calling from Chicago and Metalkaoz. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm doing good. Did a lot of interviews today.
Oh, my goodness. I hope I will not be the most difficult one.
Yeah, but you're the last one. That's okay.
Last but not least.
Okay.
So, some days ago, Primal Fear played the second time with this lineup. First of all, how do you feel getting back on stage?
Me personally,
Yes.
I had a dream, I had a target when I was out and let me say more dead than alive. I had a dream that I want to do one more show in my life.
One more so? Just one more so?
Yeah, because I was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's now already the second show I did. So
Yes.
I surpassed my target and I will do more shows. And the last year was for me a really nice progress
Mm-hmm.
for my constitution and everything, which is still not 100%, but can do things I was not able 1 year ago to do. And the progress is so positive that, of course, I'm super happy.
Yeah. And I cannot even understand what you went through because, as far as I understand, a musician has to play live, right? This is part of the whole package, let's say. So
If you can,
if you can,
of
of
course.
course, yes, yes. Okay. Aside from your return, this you have done two shows with a new lineup. So how would you describe Primal Fear today?
I'm super happy. The band only consists of very positive people,
Mhm.
very motivated people. They are totally happy and friendly with each other, and they are happy about every show we can do. They are motivated. They love the new album and what we did, and the band vibe at the moment is the best in years.
So Andre in drums and Thalia in the guitars, what do they bring to the band?
Oh, Andre, I played already with him in different other
Yes.
bands and stuff. So, and he played the last Primal Fear European tour. So we know what he can do and that he's the right drummer for Primal Fear because he loves the music, he loves the style, he can realize it,
Mm-hmm.
and he knows what to do. And it was a pleasure to be with him in the studio and record the new album. And I think it's a nice demonstration by Andre on the new album that he's a absolutely fantastic drummer.
Mm-hmm.
So that was never a problem. And as we were four people, Andre, as I told you, of course, Ralph, me, and Magnus,
Mm-hmm.
we thought about what we're going to do with a second guitarist. So in the times of social media, so the rumor spread so fast that we got a lot of interest from uh, guitarists around the world, very well-known names, not so well-known names, fantastic guitarists, not so good guitarists, and and, and then Ralph had the idea, why don't we try something super crazy? Nobody will expect.
Mm-hmm.
and he knows Talia. And but the thing is, with Primal Fear, the guitar parts are on a very high level sometimes.
Hmm.
So the
Yes.
whole twin guitar, and this must be definitely clear that she can play it and she fits in as a human being, as a person.
Yeah.
So we checked this out, and she's a real nice person. As she's young, gives us another motivation to match and try to act on the same level, which is sometimes important because we're getting older and you can't do anything against it. And but she gives us a lot of good spirit, and she can play, and she's a wonderful person. So then I love the idea to be coming up with something nobody expect. Yeah.
Sure. Why
All
not?
the comments when we released that Talia is the new Primal Fear guitarist, the numbers of comments and likes or whatever on social media, it was exploding. I said, wow, maybe we did something right here. So of course you can't please everybody. There will be also, oh, why a girl, and even some political aspects. Oh, a black girl in a
Oh,
metal band, this is shit, or blah. This is totally stupid. Color is totally not an object to discuss. So the playing is important. And if she's a person who fits to the other guys.
yes. Yes. Yes.
And this is great, and we're very happy with her. And the whole vibe in the band at the moment is incredible. It's great.
It still amazes me that this is 2025 and we are still talking about these things. You would expect people to grow up and realize that, as you said, color, um, if someone is male, female, or whatever, doesn't really matter. If the band sounds good and looks good on stage, that's the end of it,
Well, and
right?
I think the percentage of male metal fans in our concerts are still more than females.
Yeah,
And if they can watch a female guitarist who is not that ugly, they like to see that. So
sure, but yeah,
it's another point which is not important, but it's okay.
sure, sure. But I hope you're not calling Ralph ugly or yourself ugly, right? I'm joking.
No, I
Okay,
said she is not
good,
ugly.
good, good. So, were they both involved in the making of Domination?
Yeah, of course, I told you I was with Andre in the studio, but songwriting was always the same like in the last 15 years.
Hmm.
It's Magnus, me, and Ralph,
Of course,
and that doesn't change. So Talia came in later when most of the songs were already written,
right.
and let's see in the future what they can deliver. Everybody's invited in the songwriting and try to give their proposals to us, and then we decide what to do. But there are no boundaries, nothing, so everybody can do. And if it's great, then we would be a fool not to use it.
Well said. So when did you guys start working on the album?
I started with, you think composing was
Yes.
1 year ago?
Okay.
Studio was half a year ago.
Okay. So, did you have everything ready before you entered the studio, or you did
Of course, yeah. We
Okay.
did always a very big pre-production.
Mm. Yeah.
So you could already release it as an album. Sounds great, and everything is very, very detailed, clear before we go into the recording studio.
Mhm.
But then we have the freedom in the recording studio to work on little things to make it the 20% better than it was before. And this is a kind of freedom we want to use and make the most interesting album we can deliver at that point. For us, it's also important not to deliver an album which is the same like the album before. We want to go on and have some musical journeys on an album which is not typical, combining the Primal Fear trademarks with some interesting other things and kind of evolution of our own and challenges for us as a musician.
Right. So, was there a specific reason why you chose Domination as the title for the album?
We were looking out for a title with one word,
Mhm.
which is easy to speak for everybody. And sometimes people are giving very clear titles a strange accent. And with Domination, it's Domination. It's easy. In the beginning, we want to call the album Destroyer,
Mhm.
but the political situation around the world is not cool to call an album Destroyer, though. So we ended up with Domination.
And what direction do you give to Death Milk Designs for the cover artwork?
I always work on the net
Mhm.
and get in contact with the guy. He's from Seattle in the US, and we talked, and I gave him my idea, and he worked on it, and he did a fantastic job also on the first two singles
Mhm.
artworks. He did a great job, and he understands the music. He loves Primal Fear, and so we came to a new partnership.
Perfect. Song wise, I have some notes. For example, hallucinations. So, this um, was this intended to be the intro for the album? What was the idea behind that?
That was the idea to like a showcase for both guitarists.
Oh, okay.
So we don't do a lot of, or no, any, I can't remember if we did some instrumental before.
Only for
I think,
intros, I believe.
yeah, intros is, but this is not an intro.
Correct.
It's a song with super strong melodies.
Mhm.
And the only problem is Ralph wants to sing. So we have to convince him that on this song might be no vocals great to use it and to rewrite it. And he was okay with it. It was fine.
You just turned off his mic, right?
He did it himself.
Okay, fair enough. And speaking of Ralph, there is March Boy March, and you start with the orchestrations before Ralph goes full into Rob Halford mode, right? So,
It's also his mode.
sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, how did you approach working on this song? Because it sounds, as I said, starts with an orchestration and then goes full blast Primal Fear.
As I told you before, we need musical journeys. We need challenges.
Mhm.
And March by March is an example for that. There are more examples on the album which are not so super typical
Mhm.
Primal Fear stuff. There are some typical Primal Fear stuff, but some of the songs are really journeys to another kind of metal world, and this is good for us. I think it's for us as ambition musicians, such challenges are great, and to put it together in the recording studio then and hear the final result, it's always a super pleasure.
Is one of those songs a tune I won't forget? A journey, as you said?
Yeah, of course, that was in the beginning, we were not sure
Mm.
what will the result. And the atmosphere is like you have to turn out the lights and listen to that song in the total dark. And then you feel the atmosphere. And
I will agree to that, yes.
a lot of people were, when we had a media day, a lot of journalists were invited to listen to the album. And they were all super surprised about the song. And
Mhm.
it's the end of the album. So it was like, huh? What they're doing now?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's going on here? And but this is exactly what we want to produce. Yeah.
Mm.
This reaction is what we want to show Primal Fear in that way that we can do things you don't expect, surprises. And this is a surprise, I think. So I love it. The atmosphere and the very close vocals
Yeah.
and very dark, very quiet. I love it.
And there is, unless I'm totally wrong, there is a lyric, I think it's the last lyric line that says, Destiny composed a symphony, a tune I won't forget. So who wrote the lyrics on this one?
Ralph,
Hmm. So I
it's
was
not
about to,
me.
I
I
was,
did some other stuff.
I was about to ask, for, is there a tune that you will never forget?
Of course, I have some. Yes, I have. Of
Hmm.
course, man, I'm in this business for a lot of years,
Yeah.
and I listen a lot to other music. So there's always some kind of songs which brought you in the music business and started the whole thing in your brain that you like it. And uh, of course, there are early memories which is following me till the beginning.
Hmm. Yeah, of course.
Like, you want an example?
If you want, please.
Like, for me, Burn from Deep Purple
Purple.
was always a song. When I heard it the first time, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is great. Or other stuff like, I love the Jailbreak album and the Life and Dangerous album from Thin Lizzy. I love that they have two guitarists, which was at that point not so common.
Yeah.
Then Judas Priest came and did also a lot of twin lead guitars, and but Thin Lizzy did it in a very great way. So the harmony guitars, that was the first band for me who I thought, wow, two guitarists. Yeah, you had Led Zeppelin, you have Jimmy Page, he doesn't need a second guitarist.
Sure.
Or Tony Iommi, he never had a second guitarist. So, but Thin Lizzy was different.
Absolutely. For Eden, you have Melissa Boni doing some guest singing. How did this collaboration come to be?
Oh, we know each other for some time now.
Mhm.
She was with me on a tour called Rock Meets Classic,
Yes.
and we're getting friends, and Ralph knows her well too. She's a wonderful person and a great talent, and I think Melissa is at the moment a little bit underrated,
Mm.
and she will can get a big, big star if she continues and have the energy. But I think she has the energy to continue and to have a great career. And I wish her only the best. She's a wonderful person.
Yeah, in this state of the metal scene, it's kind of difficult to achieve that status, right? But of course, this can happen.
Yeah, there are a lot of female singers out there. Uh, uh, 20 years ago, you don't have that.
Hmm. Correct.
Yeah, you had maybe a handful, and now you have 50 fantastic female singers who are performing, who are feeling the music. This is a different generation
Correct. For the recordings, you worked again with Dennis Ward, correct?
with the drums.
Only for the drums. For the rest,
Yes.
you were on charge of the recordings, right?
No, I was also in charge of the drums, but Dennis was the engineer.
Okay, okay.
And Dennis is a great friend. We know each other since years and we work together very, very positive and productive. So we were three people, Andre, Dennis, and me,
Mhm.
and we did the drums. And the drums is for that kind of music very important. That's the foundation of everything. So if the drums is shit, stop it. Don't continue. Don't spend your money on guitars. And and I think we did great in the studio together. The drums of Andre on the album is a demonstration for everybody which follows Primal Fear for a longer time that he's the right drummer here. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Then we worked a lot of on our own. So I did the bass at my studio. Ralph did the vocals at his studio. We put together always our ideas. Magnus has his wonderful studio. He did the guitars there, the basic guitars. And we always sent the files back and forth and discussed and uh, we're talking all the time and changed little things here, changed little things there. In the end, there came Talia and put some lead guitars on that stuff. Magnus played lead guitars, and we put all the things together. And Ralph and me, we were going to Denmark
Mhm.
to Jacob Hansen, which he has a studio there, and we have a fantastic partnership with him since years.
Yes.
So it always was great to work with him, but it was even better this time because we worked together.
Mm.
Last time we didn't work together for some reasons, and this time we said, "Come on, we go there," and we did it together, the mix, and the result is everybody's totally happy.
Yeah. There is a bonus track in the album, right? Bridges Don't Burn. So why have this as bonus?
We have even one more track,
Really? Okay.
yeah, which is not on any release now. We
Okay.
kept it for the future. Um, well, the thing is, uh, in some countries and in some editions, like an audiobook or the vinyl, we had a double vinyl. So on the double vinyl was a lot of space left.
Mhm.
So we put the bonus track there and we released the song. I think it's a good song.
So there is a double vinyl edition?
Huh?
Hmm. I didn't know that. Okay, that's good to know. Uh, and the other track that you said that you have kept, is this for a single? For what are your thoughts about that?
It's a great song, and we will release it when the buzz for the album slows a little down.
Mm.
Then we will come up with some brand new track.
Okay, okay. And this will be only digital release, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. What are your thoughts about touring plans? I know that you have live dates. You start in Germany in September, go Spain, Switzerland. Um, are there any discussions about bringing Primal Fear back to North America, South America?
South America, yes.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of April. I can already confirm this, but not exactly the dates. I have to shut up.
Okay.
But we will do this. North America is a problem for us. Like we did it a lot of times, so now the system and all the problems to get to America, for us, it's a little pain. And we have to invest a really huge amount of money to make such a tour possible. So a lot of bands are doing this. And I'm a very tolerant person. You can do whatever you want. But for us, economic wise, it's could really destroy the band.
Mm.
Yeah, the visas, the lawyers, social security, the bus prepayment, hotels, whatever. It's a really big amount of money before you even enter the immigration. And maybe we're wrong, but what we hear about the immigration at the moment, it's not getting easier.
Yeah, I hear the same thing from other bands. So hopefully, I don't know, man. I hope this changes soon. What about
Yeah,
Japan and Australia?
yeah. Australia, no. This is not negotiated at the moment. Japan, we will be in 2026. We will come to Japan.
Perfect. And a couple of more, and I will let you go. In 2 years, Primal Fear will be celebrating the 30th anniversary of the debut album. Have you given any thoughts on that?
I can't count.
Jeez.
No, no.
You have to trust me now.
I trust you, but I will check it.
Yes, double check that. So with that, it means that you haven't, the band hasn't thought about it. Um, although, although you have Sinner, that band has been longer around. So what is the latest from the band Sinner?
Nothing, because I'm totally focused on Primal Fear,
Okay.
and it's really the thing I want to do. I feel super well with all the new members and my friend Ralph and Magnus and it for me it's the thing I want to do.
Okay.
So I'm not craving for other projects, and I can remember the days I did 5 projects in one moment.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good for the health. This is not good for the brain, and it is exhausting. So now I'm concentrating on Primal Fear, and I'm very happy, and that's it.
So you're not, I don't know if I can ask you if you are putting on hold Sinner or
Yeah,
it's
yeah. Well, it's my band, so
right.
or my solo project in this content. So uh, and I will sure do something in the future, but at the moment there is no need for me.
Perfectly clear.
You know, you have to to have the intention and the ambition to do it because you're missing something.
Mm.
I don't miss anything at the moment. So if I come to the point where I was in the past, that Primal Fear was doing different things. Did Sinner albums because that was a kind of vacation for me.
Okay,
So now I'm so super happy. There is no need in other things.
perfect. Matt, have great live shows. Stay healthy. I wish you the best for all the traveling. And I don't know, man. I really hope that things will change and we will see Primal Fear again here in Chicago.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much, my friend. Yeah.
Enjoy your rest of your day, man. Bye bye.
Okay. You too. Ciao.
Bye.